I took a last-minute catering gig at a random wedding, and the arch had my name on it. Okay, I still don't know how to tell this story without it sounding fake, because if someone said this to me, I'd roll my eyes too. But it happened. My name's Ilya, and Sofia was my girlfriend. That morning she kissed me on the cheek like everything was normal and said, "I'll be home late. Work thing." I didn't ask where, with who, any of that. At the time it didn't feel weird. Looking back, yeah, that was probably the first red flag. I just didn't catch it. That evening, an agency I sometimes work with texted me. Last minute replacement needed at an event. Quick shift, decent money. I've done catering on and off, so I'm like, sure, why not? I show up, they hand me a black shirt, a name tag, an earpiece. Standard stuff. I walk toward the entrance and I see the wedding arch. Big white arch. Fancy lettering. And it says, Sofia plus Ilya. My brain immediately tries to save me with the dumbest explanation. Coincidence. Another Ilya. Another Sofia. It happens. Then I glance at the seating list by the door. Ilya K. Groom. My last name starts with K, and I swear my hands didn't even shake in a dramatic way. It was worse than that. They just didn't feel like mine for a second. I could have turned around and left. Part of me wanted to, but the other part went, if you walk out now, you'll spend the rest of your life wondering what the hell that was. So I stayed. Inside, I'm pretending to work, carrying trays, doing laps. But really, I'm scanning faces like a maniac. And I see her. Sofia's in a hallway by a mirror. White dress, different hair. And her expression, I'd only seen it a couple times. Like she wasn't excited. More like she was bracing for impact. She turns, sees me, and I'm expecting, what are you doing here? Or Ilya. Instead, she says very quietly, don't come over, please. Not today. And she turns away. That hit harder than yelling would have, because it meant she didn't confuse me with someone else. She recognized me, and she still said, not today. A couple minutes later, the catering manager, the person running the whole thing, pulls me into a back room and shuts the door. He goes super calm, like he's done this 100 times. Listen, you're going to get paid double, and you're going to leave. He puts an envelope on the table. At first, I'm like, for what? I haven't even done anything. I go, what if I don't leave? He looks at me and says, then security gets involved, and yeah, they already have your info. That's when my stomach dropped. Because if security already has my info, then this wasn't a misunderstanding. They had a plan for if the real Ilya shows up. I walk back into the room and the MC is already hyping everyone up. And now, let's welcome the groom. Music, applause, phones up. Everyone turns. And a guy in a tux walks out like he owns the building. Tall, confident, smiling. And his name tag says, Ilya K. The grossest part, he spots me in the crowd and, no joke, he winks. I don't know why, but that stupid wink did more damage than the arch, the dress, all of it. Like, yeah, man, this is happening. I follow him, acting like I'm just doing my job, so nobody clocks me. He steps into a side room where gifts and envelopes are stacked. I shut the door behind me. I go, who are you? And he doesn't even flinch. He goes, who are you? The real Ilya or the one she picked? My throat goes dry. Because how does he know my name isn't just from the badge? I ask the obvious question. Are you sleeping with her? He laughs like I asked if he likes pineapple on pizza. No, that would be way too basic. Then he says this line that I didn't understand until later. She's not marrying me. She's marrying an idea. I'm standing there trying to process, and I notice a folder on the table, legal letterhead, contracts, copies of IDs. I flip through it, and I see a scan of my passport. I swear I stopped breathing properly. I go, "Did you steal my passport?" He shakes his head. "No, she gave it to them." And then, like it's nothing, he adds, "Also, this isn't the first time you've been married." I thought he was messing with me. So he pulls out his phone and shows me photos. Other weddings, other arches, other grooms, different guys, same kind of setup. And slowly it clicks. This isn't she cheated. This is a scheme, a fake wedding spectacle where guests bring cash, expensive gifts, maybe even cover a honeymoon, and then the couple disappears. And half the time, people don't report it because it's embarrassing. Like, yeah, I gave $500 to a wedding that wasn't even real. And the groom's name? They take it from someone close to her. Something believable. Something that makes it feel legit. That's when I hear Sofia laughing in the main room. Loud, easy, like she's having the best night of her life. And it wasn't romantic, it was like she loved the performance. I walk back out and she comes right up to me. No panic, no crying, just calm. She says, "So, you get it now?" I go, "You used my documents." She goes, "Yeah." I go, "You put my name on the arch." "Yeah." I'm waiting for an excuse, a breakdown, something human. Instead, she says, "Ilya, I'm tired of living the right way. You're a good guy. You want everything honest and slow and normal? I can't breathe like that. And I hate that I asked it, but I did. Do you even love me?" She looks at me for a second and says, "I like how you hold me. I just don't like being held." And suddenly I understood. I was useful, comfortable, a placeholder. I'm thinking, okay, I'm leaving. I'm calling the cops. I'm doing something. And then the truly insane part happens. Security walks up and takes my arm, politely but not optional. And the MC goes into the mic. And now, a surprise from the groom. They kill the lights. Big screen turns on. And it's a video of me in my kitchen, my voice, my face, my mannerisms, saying I consent, saying I'm the groom, saying it's voluntary. I never recorded it, ever, but it looked perfect. That's when I stopped thinking about cheating and started thinking, I'm about to get framed. One of the security guys leans in and goes, "Quiet. Don't make a scene. You're being filmed. Smile." They take me into a security office, start showing papers, claims, statements, stuff that basically paints me as the unstable guy threatening to ruin the wedding. And I'm sitting there thinking, how do you prove you're you when they've already made a version of you that does what they want? Then the door opens, and that tux guy walks in. He tells security, "I've got this." They leave. Door shuts. He sits across from me, takes a breath and goes, "Look, I'm not here by choice either." And that was the moment the story swerved again. He wasn't the mastermind. He was another pawn, the face they used to make it look clean. And when something goes wrong, they need someone to pin it on. And the best person to pin it on is the real Ilya. He says, "They're going to make it look like you did all of this. And Sofia, she'll be whatever they need her to be. Victim, bride, witness, doesn't matter." Then he slides his phone across the table. "Turn on voice memo. Say everything out loud. What you saw, what you heard, names, details, everything." So I hit record, and I just start talking. The arch, the envelope, my passport scan, her "don't come over," the fake video, The security guy telling me to smile. Eventually, I get out through a service exit. It's raining. It's cold. I'm soaked and numb. I get in a taxi and I'm thinking, okay, at least I have money. I'll figure it out. I open my banking app. My account is frozen. Reason, suspected fraud. And like a minute later, I get an email. Congratulations. Your marriage application has been received. So now on paper, it looks like I participated, like I agreed, like I'm involved. And I remember sitting in the back of that taxi thinking, did I already lose? Because proving a deep fake is a deep fake is not simple, not when they've got paperwork and witnesses and cameras. I didn't go home that night. I couldn't. I gave the driver the first address that popped into my head. A week later, I get a small package in the mail. No return address. Inside, a USB drive and a note that just says, you weren't needed as a boyfriend. You were needed as a signature. I plug it in. It's Sofia sitting in our kitchen, the same kitchen from the fake video. She looks straight into the camera and says, calm as anything. If you're watching this, it means you didn't freak out and fight. You didn't make a scene. You tried to be rational. She actually smiles. That's why I chose you. Adults are the easiest to use. They try to understand first, then forgive, then figure it out. And by then, it's too late. Then she says, don't look for me. You won't find me. And honestly, you won't even be looking for me. She pauses. You'll be trying to get your life back, your name back. And I remember turning the video off and just sitting there. Because the worst part wasn't that she left. It was that she left in a way that made it feel like